The co-main event for BTC 13 Power is a catchweight at 165 pounds between Thomas Glot and Xavier Nash. Thomas Glot takes this fight on short notice. Glot comes over from France and has taken advantage of France legalizing mixed martial arts, where he has already competed 3 times in 2021, racking up 3 straight victories in his home country. The undefeated Frenchman looks to make a statement by picking up his biggest victory to date over the very experienced Xavier Nash.
Like you said, I come here with 2 weeks notice, so I can't make any changes. It's too late. So I am prepared as usual, and the results will be the same as usual. You're going to see I'm like a computer. If he doesn't mistake, I'm going to capitalize on his mistake, and I'm going to win.
Xavier Nash competes in the BTC cage for the 4th time, where he is currently riding a 2-fight win streak under the BTC banner. In Xavier Nash's last bout at BTC 10, Xavier used the perfect combination of wrestling and striking to pick up a unanimous decision victory over Jake McDonald.
Oh, last fight went pretty good, especially just like the mental game of it. But yeah, it's a good opportunity to try and get noticed, and especially fighting someone from far away. Like, he's going to have eyes on him too, I'm sure. He's 4-0. He's upcoming prospect. Get the good wrestling done, Niagara top team, lots of transitions, and then just get that tight pressure game from the Santos brothers.
Whoever wins this co-main event will have a ton of momentum going forward.
I'm looking to get the finish. Either hopefully get a TKO, that'd be nice, or just wear him out till he gives me something.
I think it will be a long fight. I think I can knock him out, but like inside the 2nd or 3rd round.
It's our co-main event at a catchweight bout of 165 pounds as Xavier Nash takes on Thomas Glot.
As Xavier Nash is in the cage, we are set now for the co-main event here at BTC 13 Power. So to get it underway, let's go to our ring announcer, Mr. Throwdown, Pete Trevino.
Here we go, BTC fight fans. The following contest is your co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 rounds at a catchweight of 165 pounds. This contest is being brought to you by MPC Fitness, your team of trainers and specialists right at your fingertips. MPC Fitness. And now, introducing your fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed in gray. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, he weighed in at 165.6 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist representing Verdum Training Center. He comes to the BTC cage undefeated with a record of 4 wins and no losses, with 2 wins coming by way of submission and 1 big win coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of and representing Bordeaux, France, ladies and gentlemen, here is Thomas Glot. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, he weighed in at 165.4 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist representing Santos Brother Jiu-Jitsu and Niagara Top Team. He comes to the BTC cage with a record of 5 wins and 4 losses, with 1 of those wins coming by way of submission. Fighting out of and representing Fonthill, Ontario, ladies and gentlemen, here is Xavier Spartacus Nash. Referee Todd Anderson with final fight instruction.
Gentlemen, the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If you wish to touch gloves, do so now. Step back to your corners.
Ladies and gentlemen, your co-main event of the evening will be decided in 3 rounds or less.
Todd Anderson, the 3rd man inside the BTC cage for our co-main event The catch weight bout at 165 pounds, Thomas Glot and Xavier Nash.
Thomas Glot likes to initiate with that jab and then step back and counter with a 2. He did that in his last couple fights, just like that right there. You'll step back and lean back and you'll counter with that 2 right away.
Big leg kick from Xavier Nash.
Nice head movement by Thomas Glot.
Thomas Glot, I mean, a game guy. Not a lot of people want to fight Xavier Nash.
Especially on 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah, and coming from pretty much halfway across the world.
Well, that's what when you believe in yourself. And that's the thing when we talk with Thomas Glot, he believes in himself. He believes in his abilities. Nice head kick blocked by.
Oh, good exchange there from Nash.
He doesn't want to do that with Nash, though.
No, you don't want to get into a slugfest. And Xavier Nash has so much power, and we'll see if the wrestling comes in. But I overheard his coach, Chris Prickett, say Xavier is the heaviest top game out of anyone in NTT.
Beautiful leg kicks by Thomas Glot. You can even see the mark on Xavier. Nice punches by Glot as well.
The big thing as well for Thomas Glot, being fearless, taking the fight, but not being afraid of anything. He just is another opponent. He doesn't know about the reputation. This is his first time fighting in Canada, and he wants to make a statement and get a second opportunity to come back to the Great White North.
Well, I think that's also because he's so young, too. He just cares about it, just building his skill, and that's what he's doing. And that's what he sees Xavier as, the guy that could build his skill and build his resume, right?
And Xavier just happy really to get a fight. Did lose an opponent, and that's why Glot steps in. Good exchange of strikes there from Nash.
Good counter by Xavier. Both fighters are countering really well. Nice 1-2 by Glot.
Yeah, good big right hand there from Glot. And also, just how important it is. Obviously, we talked about the 3 fights in 2021, but one of those was 3 weeks ago. Ergys.
Oh, the activity, it's in a sense it's like a sparring session for Glot because he's been there. It's like he just feels it. He's just like, I'm fighting again. I'm weight cutting again. So it's such a big factor. But Xavier as well has been active, so it's not like Xavier hasn't been active.
No, Xavier has definitely been active. As we said, fought in June at BTC 10 in Vancouver. It's also a mix of, a veteran of mixed martial arts and a guy that's, experienced versus just a young 20-year-old that is just really starting and getting those bouts under his belt.
Yeah, and he's getting them right away. He's not wasting any time, which is perfect, Nice level change by Xavier Nash. He's got to really get low with that and try to run the pipe. Switch it up to a body lock.
So far, very impressed with the takedown defense from Glot because we saw in the Jake McDonald fight, the last time we saw Xavier Nash, it was pretty much would enter in for those takedowns and get him at will.
For sure, but I also think the reason he was able to do that, too, is he was able to tee off on Jake McDonald more. Thomas Glot is not allowing him to do that. Every time Xavier tries to throw combos, Glot moves his head or he steps back and then he fires with his combinations.
Good leg kick there from Thomas Glot.
He's finding a home for those leg kicks.
And firing back with one as well is Xavier Nash.
But we talk about how he's only 20. Glot looks so calm and relaxed in there.
And that's just the thing we're seeing with these new breed of mixed martial artists, guys that kind of just immerse themselves in the sport, aren't coming from just one background, but good fight exchange up against the fence there. And these guys they're just born with it. They're just used to this pretty much now. That's
what it is. And very good combination exchange and then to step out of danger by Thomas Glot. Keeping his hands with him and, he does keep his chin a little bit high when he moves back, but he's countering off very beautifully. Nice counter by Xavier.
Yeah, beautiful slip, and then try to go to Glot up against the fence is Nash.
He's got that, but he's going to try to whip him down. Yeah, right there, nice. And lands right into side control, does Xavier Nash.
Perfect takedown from Nash, and now we get to see that heavy top game of Xavier Nash get shown in effect, and as well, the takedown happened right in his corner, getting perfect instruction from Chris Prickett.
We also get to see what type of adversity does Thomas Glot face. He's getting someone like Xavier, who, like you said, has got heavy top pressure. And he's handling it well. He got right back up to his feet.
Nearly got taken down again with the waist lock.
A nice level change. This is where Xavier can switch to a single leg and then get him off balance and then go for a body lock. Or he could be contented just staying here and pressuring him.
Well, that's the horn to end a very good back and forth round between Thomas Glot and Xavier Nash.
Very close, but in my opinion, I'd have to give it to Xavier just because of the takedowns. Like the little takedowns in the last 30 seconds. And because it was such a close round, the judges will look at the last 30 seconds as a tiebreaker.
Yeah, it was a very close round. Both guys had their moments. It was Thomas Glot really early on, willing to engage in the striking battle. But once Nash was able to, corner Glot and able to finally break him down, bring him down to the ground, even though it was for 30 seconds, that was big. But towards the end of that round, that was really where Nash started to build his momentum.
Oh, for sure. But it also credit to Glot. He doesn't look fazed by it. So round 2 is going to be very interesting.
It's going to be a good round, and good to see as well. What Glot can do here and building going on. He had a first round finish his last time out. We'll see a second round. He's just got a mix of wins here. Submission, decision, and a first round finish.
Yeah, he's done it all.
It's such a short time that we keep just gotta
yeah.
harp on that. It's unbelievable. So here we go, round 2 underway. Xavier, nice front kick from Nash.
And then 1-2, a straight 2 by Glot. Nice jab to the body by Glot, but counter by Xavier.
Very good head movement from Glot.
From both fighters, really. Both fighters have shown some good head movement.
Kick misses just by a bit there from Nash.
Nice straight by Glot. Yeah. Glot's making reads. He knows that Xavier's going to want to brawl with him, so he's adding those feints. He's going to throw those twos, and then he's going to try to step back and then counter. That's right there. See, he moves his head back, and he's going to try to counter as soon as Xavier misses.
Big right hand from Xavier Nash, and then goes in right to the clinch, and then tries and puts Glot up against the fence.
This is what Xavier wants, even if it's this nice trip. Nice transition into the body lock there. He had that double leg, went for the trip, saw that he was off balance, and then switched it to a double leg. That was nice by Xavier Nash.
Yeah, Glot tried to do everything and use his body up against the fence to stop it, but slowly but surely he went down to the ground with another takedown for Nash.
But that's just high-level chain wrestling from Xavier Nash.
And we harp on it all the time. When you train with Chris Prickett, who's one of the best amateur wrestlers to come out of Canada, head coach at Brock University right here in St Catharines, and has really just made a world of difference as Nash takes the back right now, has a body triangle in.
You got that half Nelson there. Trying to crank him down. That's a lot of pressure on the neck right now.
A lot of pressure on the neck. A lot of pressure as well. You've got to carry the weight here of Xavier Nash.
Yeah, it's heavy on the back, on the neck.
Xavier didn't like the position, ups to hop off, but still working up right in front of us here with Thomas Glot up against the fence.
Now, Glot is close to his corner. He's not there, but he's close to his corner, so he can hear the instructions better. Glot needs to try to he's using that whizzer, but then start framing. Start trying to get that space to separate and then try to move out. I know it's easier said than done with someone like Xavier, but...
Yeah, especially, obviously he made the weight at 165, but just how much he rehydrated back to. Like, he's probably carrying an extra 24 pounds, you would say, right now from after weigh-ins yesterday?
Probably, and that's the thing. That could also be a factor too, because you take a fight in 3 weeks notice, but your body will also be tired too, and Thomas Glot might be feeling that.
Well, Glot does well. He's able to reverse the position, and it's now Glot that has Nash up against the fence and thought about a takedown himself.
Nice knee to the body.
Yeah, beautiful knee to the body there by Glot, and another one.
If I'm Glot, I want to separate from this. I know he's known to take, but
that's what he does.
Exactly
what he does, Ergys. Maybe he heard you.
Maybe.
Well, you with your high-level wrestling background, and especially transitioning that to here MMA. Good combination from Glot. You know when it's time to separate and go back to the stand-up game.
Oh, absolutely, and that's the thing. And Glot has wrestling too, but he knows, why am I going to exchange with the bigger fighter and the probably the better grappler when I'm landing on the feet. Nice two by Xavier.
A good 1-2 combo from Nash as he comes in and tries to get in the face of Thomas Glot. But Glot fires back with a good right hand. And Glot, once again, good combo again, kind of backs up Nash, bouncing off the fence. Nash is trying to get back in. I'm surprised we haven't seen, obviously the opportunity isn't there, but, Nash maybe trying to shoot in for a double leg.
Well, I think Nash waits till Glot tries to fully commit, and then he'll crowd himself and go for that body lock and then push him in the cage. So what Glot needs to do is make sure that he doesn't stuff his punches, and sometimes he does that. That's why Xavier has been able to close the distance and take him down.
There's a good head kick from Glot, and then there is some blood coming out of the nose of Xavier Nash. Well, it's not a fight that Xavier Nash likes if there's not a little bit of blood and some sort of violence being shown. 10-second clapper goes off, and it's Glot that has Nash up against the fence.
Nice control by Glot here. Just holding, just stealing. Another close round, Jason.
Another close round, Ergys, and I guess we now have to go to your unofficial scorecard right now. You gave the first one to Xavier Nash. You see round two.
I want to say I want to say Xavier Nash because of the back control plus the takedown attempts and the takedowns. But again, a very close round, right? And Thomas Glot finished off strong. He was landing. But if I'm going to judge that round, I'm going to judge on who had the better opportunities, and it was Xavier Nash. So I got it 2 rounds, Xavier Nash. Close rounds. I wouldn't be shocked if it goes either way.
Yeah, I mean, judging so subjective, we should see it. But as you said, it was the first round. It was Xavier Nash that put on and had the better moments. He won that round on your scorecard, and Thomas Glot maybe won some rounds on the judges' scorecards because of how he finished.
Yeah, on my unofficial scorecard, I have it 2 rounds to none for Xavier. But this is one of those fights where Thomas can't really go for broke because who knows what he might have to just win the round. You don't know,
Exactly. That's one of the things. You don't know what the scorecards are like. You got to trust that you did enough to win the second round or the first round. So you got to keep fighting your game plan.
Yeah. You also got to trust your coaches. And if your coaches say, hey, let's go for broke, it's time to go for broke as well.
We'll see if they say that head kick.
Oh.
That head kick may have clipped Glot, and now pinning once again up against the fence is Nash.
There was a hook that rocked Glot there after that kick.
Yeah, you saw Glot kind of have a little bit of moment there on rubber legs.
Yeah.
Thought it was from the head kick, but good eye there, Ergys, with the hook that followed up after the kick.
Good pressure by Xavier Nash. Again, he let go there, but sometimes, especially someone like Xavier, he's so high level there that he'll just stay there. He'll just be content to stay there and hold and wear Glute down and then go for the takedowns.
Yeah, that's kind of what we Jake McDonald, and now he wants to implement that, but we've seen Glot be able to find ways to break through and come back and counter-strike very nicely.
Absolutely, and I think that's the key where Xavier can't really find a rhythm because the counter-strikes of Glot, the straights right there. That was beautiful by Xavier, but good defense by Thomas Glot.
Oh, there's the ankle pick. We saw it in the opening bout with Otoro and Ledger, and then Nash puts the ankle pick up, but props to Glot. He goes down and gets right back up. Still staying active is Glot, but not a fun predicament to be as you're pinned up against the fence with Xavier Nash just grinding up against that cage.
Absolutely, and Xavier's got that control time. He's doing that trip again. And Xavier's got that control time too, right? Xavier's trying to bring him one way, and when Glot, nice defense by Glot.
Glot's got some really good balance for
Absolutely.
for a guy that's only really had 4 fights. There, shuck of the
Nice
hips
slam.
and finally gets the fight to the ground as Nash.
He had that deep and hips in, and he just took Glot for a little bit of a ride there.
Takes the back, does Xavier Nash.
Yeah.
Trying to break the hands, and hand fight
Good hand
is Glot.
control by Glot. Yes.
And just spins out of it and gets it back to a stand-up battle. Just Thomas Glot, very impressive. Goes for the head kick, but that one was blocked by Nash. Good right hand.
Nice too by Glot.
Trying to enter in. Maybe a clash of heads there. But the fight is on the ground.
Nice head and arm control. If Nash wants it, he's got to pin that arm and try to. Glot pulls half guard. Does not like that position, so he immediately pulled half.
Yeah, switching the hips as well and working now in that half guard position is Xavier Nash with 1:45 left to go here in our co-main event at BTC 13 Power.
I like how Glot is not trying to stay in one spot. He's trying to move. He's trying to turtle. He's trying to do something to try to get up because he knows it's urgent now. You got to make something happen.
You definitely have to stay active, keep moving, but easier said than done with a guy with that good top pressure, that heavy top pressure, and just whose wrestling has really evolved.
Absolutely, and again, it's making that switch, understanding that you can be at a higher level and making that switch to NTT, and it shows.
Yeah, I mean NTT is one of the hottest gyms. Everyone wants to go there and improve your wrestling. If you are a Canadian mixed martial artist, you definitely got to think about making the trip to St Catharines, Ontario.
Nice. Glot tried to come up, and Xavier's just immediately as he tries, he just puts him down, gets that shoulder pressure, and is just active there. He's also tight on the hip.
Good elbows right now from Xavier Nash as he's got 30 seconds where he can maybe get a finish. But the hands have been locked by Glot. 20 seconds remain here, and it's been a good wrestling exhibition here for Xavier Nash.
This was a clear dominant round for Xavier Nash.
Already getting the Ergys to get a scorecard before the round comes to an end. They get to their feet and trying to with the flying knee just as the horn goes does Thomas Glot. But a real good competitive co-main event.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. And Thomas Glot has nothing to be ashamed of. 3 weeks notice, and you take someone with the skill level of Xavier Nash, and you have a very good competitive fight. And that's,
And the thing is, Glot is only 20 years old. He's going to learn from this and make himself a better fighter.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. The fact that he's only 20 years old, and the fact that this is his 4th fight in the year, it's incredible just to think about it. And I would love to see him back in the BTC cage, Jason. I think he'd be great.
I think he would too. I think that's kind of what he wanted to do. He wanted to show that he belongs and gets opportunities in Canada. Obviously, as we talked about, MMA in France is opening up. But you want to, travel and get to experience some other promotions and other fighters just to grow your game. And I think, if anything, Thomas Glot proved he's a professional. He showed up, made weight, and fought really hard against a very game guy in Xavier Nash.
Well, absolutely, and that's the thing. If you want to go in the big show, you're going to want to have to get that travel, and be everywhere with it.
There we see Thomas Glot as we're moments away from our decision being rendered here in the co-main event at BTC 13. So let's make this one official with Mr. Throwdown, Pete Trevino.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please, for both of your co-main event fighters. After 3 rounds of professional mixed martial arts, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Costello scores the contest 29-28. Judge Hanif scores the contest 30-27. And Judge McNeil scores the contest 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Xavier Spartacus Nash.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Xavier Nash. Xavier, a tough, hard fight. You got an opponent change 2 weeks out, but I thought Thomas really, pushed you at some moments in that fight.
Oh, he did. He had a beautiful cross. I knew that coming into it. Like, it's nice and clean right down the pipe. Just had to make some adjustments in the fight, get my head off to the side, and look to set up the takedowns.
Yeah, your wrestling was on perfection. Your wrestling's really grown since being at your time at NTT, and more importantly, NTT goes 4-0 tonight.
Yeah, man, it's amazing. Let's go Niagara Top Team. Got Santos Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. Hell yeah, it's a good night for us.
Xavier, you're now 3-0 and 3 straight wins here in the BTC cage. What's next for you? Do we expect you to see you back at 155?
Yeah, I was planning on fighting 155 for this one. Couldn't find any 155ers. I don't know where they're all at right now, except for the ones I train with, of course. We got all the top 155ers, but yeah, look forward to someone stepping up.
Well, Xavier, you want to thank anyone as NTT goes perfect tonight?
Yeah, thanks Chris Prickett, D-Mark Antonio, Rob Santos, over at Santos Brothers Jiu-Jitsu, Wagner Fabiano, Steve Barry Sims, all those guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Xavier Nash.
I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Look, really reppin' and I'm flexed up, and I ain't gotta tell them I'm next up. Sleep on the they rest up, but I'm up and I'm getting my checks up. Me and the fellas be high as propellers, they could tell us we great. Looking at like, how do you figure unless you been talking about 8 figures? I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me.